可以也倒闭也是也倒吧。
远离电车，太可怕了！你们晓得这个是哪位吧？
今天温度43度，
有多么热！干了啊！干了啊！干了干。
China is currently facing one of the most intense, severe, and widespread heat waves in its modern history. What were once ordinary sweltering summer days have now turned into a grueling ordeal, as extreme temperatures engulf much of the country, leaving behind heavy consequences for infrastructure, agriculture, the power grid, and, above all, the health of hundreds of millions of people.
把单命啊喽，这个地它不能卖啊！你往往给我，一闯就烧。
Waves of scorching air, like invisible flames, descend upon cities, sweep through valleys, mountains, and plateaus, transforming an ordinary summer into a full-scale crisis. Throughout July, the heat has only escalated. Each passing day adds another layer of intensity, driving electricity demand to unprecedented levels far beyond what the power grid was ever built to sustain. Many provinces have been forced to adopt emergency measures, not only to prevent large-scale blackouts, but also to shield citizens from the deadly impact of prolonged, suffocating heat.
路灯都热着了，现在吃些给你来挪挪吧啊，看给你车着了啊，就在这了啊，真害怕。
According to meteorological reports, at least 16 provincial capitals have recorded daily highs above 35 degrees Celsius. That figure, seemingly typical for summer, becomes an unbearable burden when sustained week after week and spread across such a vast area. Nationwide, 29 weather stations have logged record-breaking temperatures this July, spanning provinces from Shaanxi and Shaanxi to Hubei, Sichuan, and Qinghai. Particularly striking are the harsh highlands, such as Mangkang County in Tibet and the Turpan Basin in Xinjiang, where surface air temperatures have soared past 42 degrees Celsius. Ground sensors have even detected road surface heat reaching 73 degrees Celsius, hot enough to warp metal and turn every street into a colossal frying pan.
就自燃了，我已经第一时间给他打了129报警电话，然后我也把他那个电源给他拔掉了。
Images circulating from both major cities and small towns underscore the severity. Asphalt softening and bubbling, road surfaces sizzling, to the point where people could fry eggs directly on the pavement. Local reports describe parked cars spontaneously catching fire, old buildings cracking under the relentless heat, and corrugated rooftops transforming into giant furnaces. In some urban districts, smoke has even been seen rising from rooftops, forcing firefighters into constant 24-hour vigilance. Faced with such risks, China's National Meteorological Center has issued a series of nationwide warnings. An orange alert, the second highest level, has been applied to most regions, while the most dangerous hotspots have been placed under red alert, compelling local governments to rapidly deploy urgent countermeasures. Cities big and small have opened air-conditioned public rest areas, erected temporary shaded shelters, and distributed free drinking water, electrolyte beverages, and cooling towels to outdoor workers. On the streets, volunteers handing out bottles of water have become a familiar sight, while hospitals brace themselves to receive a surge of patients suffering from heat stroke and exhaustion. Yet, the toll of this heat wave extends well beyond urban life. In rural areas, where livelihoods depend heavily on agriculture, the searing temperatures are threatening the very survival of summer crops. Fields of corn, soybeans, and rice, highly sensitive to prolonged heat stress, are withering. Once green fields now show patches of yellow. Stunted growth threatens yields and the stability of local food supplies. Urban infrastructure, too, is buckling under the strain. Roads are blistering and cracking, concrete is splitting, and railway tracks are warping due to thermal expansion, posing major risks for transportation. Public transit vehicles are breaking down as engines overheat, leaving commuters already drained by the oppressive heat stranded and crammed into sweltering carriages. In northern China, where air conditioning was once a rarity, the desperate demand for cooling has thrown the appliance market into turmoil. Sales of household air conditioners have skyrocketed, in some cities surging by as much as 800% compared with last year. Shops selling fans, mist sprayers, and air purifiers are operating at full tilt, yet still cannot keep up. Shopping malls and subway stations in major cities have turned into overcrowded refuges, packed with residents seeking respite from the brutal heat. Meteorologists attribute the crisis primarily to a dominant subtropical high-pressure system, blanketing central and southern China, a system expected to persist for days to come. Although sporadic thunderstorms may break out along parts of the eastern coast, these brief bursts of rain are little more than fleeting breaths of relief, far too weak to bring meaningful cooling to such an immense region. All of this underscores a sobering truth. This heat wave is not merely another seasonal event. It is a stark warning bell, reminding us of how fragile our infrastructure and daily life truly are in the face of climate change. From bustling cities to quiet rural villages, from construction workers laboring under the sun to farming families praying for their crops, everyone is feeling the relentless grip of nature's fury. And more than anything, it highlights the urgent need for collective action, adaptation, preparedness, and resilience to safeguard our lives and our future. In these record-breaking days of heat, we are not only witnessing an extreme weather event, but also experiencing a harsh trial that nature has placed before humanity. The numbers on thermometers, the records shattered, the rooftops smoking, the fields withering, these are not just dry statistics, but living stories happening all around us, touching every breath and every drop of sweat of millions of people. And in these moments of strain, we come to understand more deeply the value of safety, of sharing, and of walking this path together. Our channel was created not simply to deliver news, but to paint the broader picture of our world, where nature, humanity, and the course of events are always intertwined, always testing one another. We tell these stories so that people will not only know, but also feel, reflect, and draw lessons for themselves and for the future of their communities. If you believe these messages are necessary, if you believe that truth must be shared, that knowledge and awareness can help us overcome common challenges, then take just a single moment, click the subscribe button. It is not just a small click, but a powerful gesture, adding your voice, your heart, and your hand to our shared journey. Every subscription you give is the fuel that drives us to continue producing content that is honest, powerful, and meaningful. It is how you walk alongside us, ensuring that these messages do not stop here, but are carried further, reaching millions of others who need to hear, who need to awaken, who need hope. So, right now, press subscribe below this video. Turn your concern into action. Because when you subscribe, you are not only supporting this channel, you are helping to light a flame of awareness, of solidarity, of determination to face together the challenges that our world places before us. Let us build a community where no one feels alone in the face of great upheavals. Let us become thoughtful observers, truthful storytellers, and responsible actors. And it all begins with the simplest of actions. Subscribe today.